did the Biden administration say that they disagreed with in the report?
Well, actually, the things they called out to us um, were actually turned out to be a couple of them were good points, and we already have incorporated them into the report. So there are some areas where they said, "Well, could you pay attention to this program and this move?" And we kind of looked at that and said, "Yeah, good point." And so where they had some good suggestions for us, we took them. Um, they are naturally defensive about some things. And we talked to a number of people who were in the Biden administration. I mean, they know that they did not make the advanced market commitment call on Paxlovid in the first half of 2021, so that we didn't have large amounts of Paxlovid available for the Omicron wave of the winter of 21-22. They know that they're caught a little bit off guard in the second half of 2021 on testing and had to scramble to make up some lost ground. They know they were a little slow off the mark on schools, and they fixed that in August 2020 and began developing a much better schools and testing policy that was fully in place by the winter of 21-22. So there there was let me just say, there was a constructive dialogue with people in the Biden administration about what they had accomplished, but what they had also left undone. I think really the biggest criticism you can make is they never really did the kind of after action report that we now have had to do. They themselves never did the kind of analytical effort to understand what had gone wrong or supported efforts by others to do that. So we've had to shoulder that burden, and we've done it. And that's important because they haven't gotten behind a really fundamental reform agenda. They still have not gotten behind a reform agenda. To this day, the administration has not clarified the roles and missions of all the different entities if a pandemic broke out tomorrow. So that's because they haven't done their own work of the kind that Ron Klain led after the Ebola outbreak in 2015. And so our report is coming in and saying, well, here's our argument about what needs to be done. And we'll see if they have answers that are better than the ones we suggest.